Hey, Nitiller here, and today we have a very special day, and I'm sure I don't need to remind you why, because you probably have it marked on your calendar. But yes, today is the 27th anniversary of negotiations in Northern Ireland reaching a historical peace deal. A very great day indeed. And also, today is the birthday of Sister Iris from Fire Force. Big W. But yeah, today we'll be playing Dead Cells, which... yeah, I played a bit in my past. When did I play it? Am I seeing 2018? Goddamn. But yeah, we'll be playing on a new save, and I'll be playing today as long as I can until I beat the game at least once. I haven't played this game in... how long? Only 2025. Okay. I didn't know that I was playing on the save. But I'm guessing that I played this game last time maybe in like 2021 or 2020. So I'm gonna be a bit rusty. But let's start the game. I'm really excited to play this game again. I hope I'm gonna be able to beat this game in like 3 hours. Although, you may never know. Maybe they made the game a bit harder since I last played. Jump. Primary weapon. Wait, why cannot I play with my arrows? That's weird. Controller. Did they just remove that? Left stick, D-pad. Bound input, no rebind. I would like to have it as movement, thank you. I always played the game like this, so I don't get it.
Aren't you the headless fellow that's been getting around?
That's me.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Ah, yes, that's right. No tongue. Anyway, it must be strange to be back from the dead.
But I haven't died.
I mean, surely you must have noticed. You can no longer die. I don't really understand it. But you're not the first to find yourself in this situation, if that's what you want to know. Shouldn't you be on your way?
Maybe I should. Sure. There is a bow and a shield. I probably don't need to explain anything right now, but shield is way better than a bow at the start. Because shield allows you to parry anything, like this. And it's like extremely broken in this game. You know, bow is really underpowered. When you see the enemies have a exclamation point above their head, it means that they're about to attack, which is most likely the time to press parry button. Or when an enemy throws a projectile like this, you should parry the projectile instead of the actual enemy. I haven't played this game in a while, but like, that doesn't mean I'm gonna be bad, because I've beaten this game like on the highest difficulty in the past, so... it's not gonna be like the best, the most friendly for a new player to watch this, but like, whatever. And I have played a really difficult game yesterday, so I know how to parry in games right now. But I don't remember exactly how many stat upgrades I can find in this place. And I don't want to get that. Here's a healing item that will restore 50% of my... tickle. 50% of my HP, but I haven't gotten anything. I could destroy this wall, but and it would mean I would take that item for free, but it would give me a curse, which would mean I'm able to be one-shotted. Whoa, that shield just destroyed that enemy. Right, let's look at the things we have here. So, we have 3 stats we can take: Brutality, Tactics, and Survival. Brutality is basically the, like, fast melee weapons, mostly. It's a very fast and, well, strong playstyle. Tactics is more like long-range weapons, and it gives you way less health than the other stats. Meanwhile, Survival is like the slow CC weapons. It can be melee or ranged, but it's mostly melee, and we're gonna be going for Brutality. I think Survival is very strong, and you can see that my shield is Survival, and if I went for Survival, the shield would deal more damage if I parry the enemies. But like, I kinda don't wanna go for it. because early game survival weapons are really bad. And you can see that the HP value goes way below, so I could go for something like this to get way more HP. But the damage on stats is multiplicative instead of additive, so it is actually plus 15 damage added on top of what I already have, which is really overpowered. So it's probably never worth it to go for 2 stats instead of just spamming 1. Here we have a survival weapon, which I think is called the Nutcracker. Oh. Ice Grenade. It's a survival grenade. Freezes its victims. Slow down after fall. Spreads nearby enemies. Yeah, here we have a chest. It's a thrown item that I can... Oh, Brutality Grenade. What is it? Infantry Grenade. Quick to use, but not super powerful. What's the cooldown on that thing? 18 seconds! Wrong button! That's how we take damage. By forgetting which buttons to press. What is normally on the bumper buttons then? I thought that's gonna be the button for using the items. But that's gonna be not good, because yesterday I was using bumpers a lot. Well, whatever. We can get used to it. Promenade of the Condemned. Maybe let's try to find something else. Oh, that's what you use bumpers for. We have teleports, and all of these things are teleports. We can also see the map. Oh, tickle. We cannot do anything with that. So far. Yeah, maybe I should use the controller a bit differently. Well, whatever. Promenade of the Condemned. Passage to the Promenade of the Condemned. I will sharpen blade. How long? 3 minutes! Ooh! I killed 30 enemies without taking damage. Cells, which can be used for... stats? What do we have here? Balance blade. 70 damage to stunned enemies. Shoots an arrow in front of you. Damage increased up to 90% when you strike repeatedly. What's my DPS? 180 to 595, Jesus! Burns enemies and the ground. 49 DPS. Plus 15% damage, plus 60% damage to bleeding enemies. Fires spinning blades at nearby enemies, inflicting bleeding. 26 DPS. I think I'm gonna go for the Balance blade. Although, wait a minute. If I'm gonna find something useful in this shop, I'm gonna use it as my main weapon instead. Well, look who it is. I'm the Collector, and I'm about the closest thing you'll find to decent company around here. Bring me the cells you gathered from the others. In exchange, I'll procure a few useful items for you. Should you stumble upon a blueprint, bring it to me, and I will introduce you to some more experimental items. What can we buy? Ooh, Health Flask! Hell yeah! Health Flask 1. Unlocks a Health Flask that can be used at any time. Preserves 500 gold when you die. I don't want that. Wait. Allows you to carry a spare weapon. Hold the right interact button to empty the backpack. Interesting. I don't see anything useful here, or anything that would resemble a weapon. But maybe let's unlock this to unlock something new? Nope, nothing useful, so... I guess we can go for the blade. Because my weapon is pretty underwhelming right now. And this weapon seems like it's gonna be useful for a while. And plus damage to stunned enemies. Please do not break that door. Oh, right. You cannot go through this door until you buy everything with your cells. Unless you just destroy the door. Well, hello, Mr... Wait. Well, hello, Mr. Prisoner, sir. Plus 62% damage dealt for 8 seconds. And minus 30 damage taken for 3 seconds after being wounded. Minus damage taken after being wounded. And here we have, like, brutality mutations, which get better as you increase your brutality. Tactics mutations, which do the same if you have better tactics. Like, for example, this ranged kills reduce kill cooldowns by 0.3 seconds. I think it's gonna get better if you increase your tactics. Successful parries reduce skill cooldowns by 2.8 seconds. The attack following a successful parry inflicts 210 damage. That's useful. Recover 0.3 HP of your max health after killing an enemy. This effect scales with the victim's max health and is reduced as you get closer to full health. Critical hits reduce cooldowns. General mutations. I think I'm gonna go for This scales really well with my weapon. Each consecutive hit that connects continues your combo, increasing your damage dealt. Like, that is perfect with my weapon. I did take damage, and that's how I use potions. Sure. I'm gonna misclick the potion and just use it by accident, probably. 22 minutes? Right, the intro took me 10 minutes to do. God, that was a pain. Can I go here? What do we have here? Did I just one-shot that enemy? Free combo, wait, I've never seen that before. Ooh, secret zone unlocked. Assassin's dagger. Sure. Here we have some bats. I've never seen that combo before, what? When did they add that? I thought I played this game pretty recently. But nope. This enemy makes them invincible. No! Remember when I said I'm gonna use the potion by accident? Yeah, crazy thing happened. Damn it. Oh my god. Oh, you can freeze the water to freeze, or at least slow enemies in the ground. That was quick! I'm so fast! I think killing enemies just speeds you up. I don't remember that completely, but like... Don't worry, we're gonna get used. 203 damage! Where do we go? Oh, stat upgrade. I think I'm gonna increase my survival to have more HP. No, stop! Broadsword, let's go! That's probably one of the best weapons we can get so early in the game. Should I just I'm gonna replace the buttons, because I'm gonna I'm gonna misclick so hard, man. The game yesterday just screwed me over so much. Rebind. Just... Thank you. Yeah. My goodness. Way better. Yeah, you can play like this. No! I mistimed. What do we have here? Twin daggers. Inflict critical hit on the third consecutive strike. Nah. My weapon is pretty... Am I gonna just misclick all the time like that? Throwing knife. Oh, and when I have to choose an item, I have the time frozen. Causes bleeding, 3 DPS for 3 seconds. Automatically targets the nearest enemy. A victim of bleeding spreads it to other enemies nearby. Can I wear 2 of these? No. I think in the past you could. And I took so much... Hey! What the... Gardener's key. Don't worry about it. Ooh, first trap. Haven't seen those before. Another gardener key, but... Don't think I can get there. Yet. It's a Metroidvania after all. Can I please get some brutality? I want more damage. Like, yeah, my weapon is absolutely cracked and only plus 40% HP. It is pretty cracked, but like, I want more damage. Thank you. I swear, how am I misclicking now bumpers? Or at least triggers. Oh, it's an elite. That's why it teleported to me? Nope. That enemy can just teleport, I guess. He just powered up. Minus 5% damage received. Plus 1 survival and dodging plants bombs. I see. I have 4 survivability. I want to go brutality game. Misclick. Or at least I was a bit too late. Unlock. Open gardener's key. Didn't open anything. What could we get there though? A crossbow. And some like trap. What can we find here? Ooh. Question mark. The one only had one circle, so I'm sure that 4 circles is gonna be way easier to open. Oh goddammit. I guess I cannot go here. Let's go here. I sure hope I'm gonna find at least one stat upgrade. Tickling doesn't help. Ooh, skull down, which means it's gonna be safe here. Oh, a bowman. That was really easy. Unknown artifact. What do we have here? Vine rune. This permanent rune causes clinging vines to grow. Sure. I cannot tickle them anymore. No. Wasn't there one rune, or at least one vine very early? And I would go back there, but I don't remember where it was. Or if it was even in this level. Game, please look right. Where's the music? Oh, it has come back. Back to parrying. It's kind of weird to see these enemies. And I'm not gonna explain why. But I haven't seen them in such a long time. Oh, that was close. Oh my god, an upgrade to my stats! And you could see the, like, skills I have unlocked there. That's nice. Whoa, 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 why am I flying? I thought I'm gonna fall down. I guess not. 422 damage. How am I doing? How much am I doing? 684 DPS. Hell yeah! This looks like a dead end. Let's go. Going back. I probably haven't missed anything. Probably. Let's try to not get hit, because I have 28 enemies killed without getting hit, as can be seen by the skull on the near the map. 30 enemies killed without getting hit, which is a miracle, because I messed up so hard at the start with the drinking potion. Oh, I guess we cannot go anywhere else. What do we have here? This door is locked. A mechanism is keeping the door locked. The door is locked for sure. Let's try to go up then. Is there any secret here? Maybe, but I cannot go there. Ramparts. Passage to the ramparts. Stealths are a rare and precious something. 60 kills! Oh my god. Yeah, no way I'm getting that. Well, well, look who's here. What did we unlock? Melee weapons. Melee weapon brutality. Inflicts a critical hit when you stab enemy in the back. You can lock unwanted items out of your item pool with custom mode. Causes bleeding. 5.3 DPS for 12 seconds. I'm gonna keep this weapon for a bit later, I think. Because right now I'm pretty sure I would just waste it. And better flask, let's go. I think flask always heal like 50% of your HP. Maybe. Well, hello, Mr. Prisoner, sir. Wait, I can talk to you. I'm really happy I found this great stingy pile of corpses. You can't even imagine all the stuff you can find in here. By the way, it's an odd thing to say, but you look exactly like this guy. Yeah, I look exactly like them. Funny, they look a little like me. Oh. Yeah. Just a bit. Huh. Oh yeah, sorry about the smell. In any case, it beats selling... Oh goddammit, I wasn't able to read that. Did we unlock anything else? Igdar Orus Li Ox. Saves you 1 time if you die prematurely, while not cursed. Cannot be picked up after first mutation is selected. Ah. Well, should have known that before doing this. But Vengeance is absolutely nuts. 60% damage, 30% minus 30% damage taken. Like, that seems absolutely broken. Like, restoring HP, decent. We can always like reset mutations later, so maybe necromancy can be useful at the start of the run, but nah, vengeance. Or I'm not gonna choose anything. Damn it. Game forces me to choose. Whatever, vengeance I guess. Well, the amount of healing you get in this game at this point is really high, so I probably won't die. Probably. So not choosing vengeance is kind of weird. The guards would perch themselves on the ramparts at the first sign. Read all of that. I'm sure this place is pretty friendly. Oh! Oh, a zombie! Unknown artifact. Custom mode, I guess? Customization rune. This permanent rune unlocks the custom mode, yep. I mean, the range kind of suggested something like a custom mode. New enemy! Whoa! How did I parry that? 220 damage! We're going insane! Full speed! I remember there being a rune that boosts the speed. Nope! I remember you! No! Damn it! I don't think you can parry that, so you need to jump over that. Yo, the parry on the bullets is insane. God damn it! I pressed bumper. No! What is going on here? I don't like those enemies. Another door that looks like it would be closed. I cannot get used to these controls of me flying in the air if I attack. Like, it's so unnatural. Let me go down. I feel like I have some special effect that makes enemies do an AoE explosion when I kill them with the grenade. Although it might be just an illusion because I'm killing them with the grenade. So it kind of seems that way. Amazing. Ooh, so much money. The grenade from the artifact is... or the necklace is surprisingly good. Oh, these items appear to be... like... blocking the item. And I think it's the item that we missed before. Yeah, what are you? Nutcracker 4L. 2024 DPS if you crit. Inflicts a critical hit if the enemy is stunned, frozen or rooted. Victim root nearby enemies for 2 seconds. I'm not gonna take this, despite it being insane. But look at this. It's a bit too slow for me. And because it's a golden weapon, it... instead of being a survival weapon, it takes the best stat I have and scales off of it. So right now my brutality, let's say, is the best stat, so that's why it's red instead. Plus 50% damage when you are at max HP. Corollaries. The highest level applies, yep. Exactly that. Victims root nearby enemies for 2 seconds. Nah, I'm sorry, I need to take this. I think that if I take that weapon, I'm just gonna kill myself more than I'm gonna kill my enemies. Because I'm gonna play really badly. Oh, what was that? A brutality, let's go. Give me that. What was that? Minotaur something. Plus 15 more damage. Let's go. And I'm so fast. No! I wish that I had a shield that would scale with my brutality, maybe. Although my survival is so strong that it kind of doesn't matter right now. Let me go down. Okay, let me go down. No. What is that? There's a teleport there. And a crystal. I'm assuming I cannot just jump in there. And I'm slow once again. Scroll of power. 6 brutality, let's go. I'm flying through the air. You can parry in the air, by the way. It's gonna be really relevant in like 3 minutes. Nope. I'm surprised this enemy is here so early. Like, it seems so complex compared to the other enemies that we have here. Another balanced blade. Poisons the enemy. That seems really good if you have something that will poison enemies. Or at least deal more damage with poison. But minus 150 DPS, never mind. I guess the poison would balance it out. But it would be like a stretch to say that. Nope, I cannot go there so far. Another crystal, let's go. How many do I have? 7 brutality. I mean, so far that I just one-shotted that guy. Maybe the game doesn't intend you to just max out your strength at this point. But like, big damage. Me strong. That's the only way to play the game. Did I just see another scroll of power there? Or was that just a random item? Scroll of power, sure. Yeah, brutality 8. What? That seems a bit overpowered. I mean, I'm not complaining. Let me hide from that enemy so far. Or at least right now. Ooh, a shop. Everything must go. What do you need? Are you gonna buy something or what? You know, they're starting to get on my nerves. Hey, you gotta buy something? Just my luck to get stuck with the islander, I idiot. Everything must go. What do we need? Sinew slicer. Do I have something that scales with bleeding? Nope. Could you please sell me something like a shield of some sort? Because this one, it's old and it's wooden. I would prefer something at least metal. What do I have here? Upon falling, the enemy suffers from bleeding. Enemies hit by this will fall more slowly. Does fall mean that they go from the state of being like slowed down from the freezing to the normal state? Because fall, it's such a rare word. Wait, does it give me plus minus 2% damage received? Plus 66% wait. How does this work? I guess brutality causes this item to deal 66% more damage, but if I wear this, for some reason it makes me take less damage? Because if this and this just gave me 66% more damage, like, god damn! Stunned enemies, but this is a root, not a stun. Covers the ground with oil that burns when destroyed. More damage to burning enemies with my grenade. But I think I prefer... How much gold do I have? 8,000. Maybe let's replace this. And we can deal with some stronger enemies if we find any. Because bleeding in this game is really strong. Like in the past, many years ago, back when I played in the early stages, the bleeding was just a really bad debuff. It was probably the worst one out of all of them. Because it basically just dealt damage, it didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. But at some point they reworked... Never mind. But at some point they reworked the bleed to... Like, if the enemy has 5 stacks of bleed, they will explode and deal damage, I think, based on the amount of health the enemy has. Which is really overpowered. Or just a big explosion of damage. Doesn't have to scale with enemy health. And suddenly the bleeding went from being the worst to Assassin's Scroll to being probably the best damage over time effect in this game. 2 circles? I don't have those. Ooh, what is that? Could I fall here? I kind of doubt it because I don't have the ability to... Yeah, it's definitely the same one. Oh, I guess I cannot go there. So... how? Can I just walk there? Oh! Secret zone unlocked. Gardener's key. Oh, I shouldn't have spent that, I guess. I think the game is suggesting that I should do something. But I'm not quite sure what. Black Bridge. $60 kills, so that didn't scale. Well, well, look who's here. Can we talk? We cannot. You're not like the other guy. Inflicts a critical hit at close range. Let's look at the bow, I guess. Infantry bow. Because... colorless. Nice. Because bows in this game are pretty interesting. For example, this... you cannot just charge a bow fully, it shoots instantly, I guess. And the problem with bows is that you can see that the counter, like on the bow icon, is going down slowly. And that's a bit of a problem because that is the amount of arrows you have. And arrows get stuck to the enemies. So you can run out of arrows, which is not the best quality to have in an item. Can I crit often? I don't know. Because if I could just take this. I guess? It might be useful on the boss. If I find any. Black Bridge. There are stories that curious fishermen use the river to avoid the bridge. Almost read that. The concierge. What up? I hope that I would press parry. Oh no. Uh oh. 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 I don't want to take damage from that. Audio still gets broken. I love it. Why am I critting him? Oh my god, look at this damage! Oh, oh, this is really bad. This is really bad. Oh, never mind, it's really good. Phew, that was... could have been a bit less close than that. What do I have here? Bleeding to enemies. Do I prefer to root enemies or... damage to stun enemies? Am I stunning with the freezing? I have no clue. Unknown artifact. What is it? Challenger's Rune. This permanent rune provides access to the daily challenge. Prisoner's Quarter. Flint. What do we have here? Electric Whip, 5. Ignores shields and inflicts 50% of base damage on nearby enemies. Also inflicts 42 shock DPS around the target for 3 seconds. 186 DPS, I don't know man. Wait. 50% base DPS? Nah. I think I'm gonna stick with the weapon I have right now. It seems really good. 2 minutes late, goddammit. Hey, yeah, short stuff. You made it this far alive, eh? Well, you know what I mean. I'm the blacksmith. I work with the collector next door. So if you've got the cells, I can improve your gear. 0% of the items found will be of plus quality. Do I have any of... I have items of plus quality. But I guess I found it because of the challenge. Sure. 5% chance, let's go! Well, well, look who's here. Unlock 6 more items to have another health flask, which... Ooh. Hold the attack to inflict a critical hit and create a flaming trail, dealing 214 damage. The concierge was always ready to give an extra hand. Wait, what is this? Ah, please do not break the door. Who would do such a awful thing? I'm really happy I found this stinging pile of corpses. And I'm happy for you too. What do we have here? Nothing. We have nothing here. Should have went the other route. Still the village. Can I go somewhere else? Fractured Shrine. This looks like some DLC thing. Sure. Requires 4 fatal for DLC. Okay. This looks like some DLC thing because I don't remember it. Yeah. Maybe because it is. Last time I played this game, the last DLC was the fungal DLC. I think I played on the last patch of that. And that's when I beat the game on the highest difficulty, so I might not have every Why am I flying? I might not have every DLC right now. Because I know that there is some Castlevania one and maybe some other ones. Why are you guys teleporting to me? Stop! Wait. I found something. Look at this. There's some here. Secret discovered. Who's throwing all these freaking larvas at me? I think I found the weakness of my build. Oh! And that weakness is being hit by some Blackbeard. What do we have here? I thought I'm gonna get hit there. Luckily I didn't. That took so long for me to get hit there. But one mechanic that I didn't remember and... Wait, what? You usually teleported here if you use that. Interesting. But one mechanic that I just noticed when I was hit here is that when I get hit, my HP goes and turns yellow. And when I hit the enemies after that, I restore a part of it. Stop! 1400 damage! I swear the freezing is counted as block. Can I parry that? Oh my god, I can! So that is not too bad if I can parry that. Better shield, let's go! 101 damage, that is way better. Stuns blocked enemies. Stuns last longer if a parry is successful. That seems like an upgrade. Plus 66% damage. I don't think that's gonna be useful on a shield. Absorb 7% of damage when held up. What? Why would you ever not try to parry? Another secret, let's go. Ooh, what is this? Heart of Ice. Guessing that if an enemy is thawing or is frozen, he's... My babies! No! I'm guessing that if an enemy is thawed or frozen, he's gonna take more damage? Or maybe if you burn the enemies, the enemy's gonna take more damage. I don't know. Could interpret that in a couple ways. Where'd that enemy even come from? How did I parry that? I was so close. Let's go, 975 damage! Oh, because I'm taking damage and that causes me to have vengeance. Shots pierce enemies or whip. I remember the whip being really fun as a weapon, but I don't really need it. That is so cool that you teleport out of it, instead of just in the, still place where you were. Was there one more door that I missed? Yeah. I guess there is a shop here. And there's something that has these balls as well. The ones that were on the doors before. A successful parry knocks out enemies' teeth. 1 per enemy. And transforms arrows into gold. I guess that could kind of work? 175% damage to a frozen enemy. Victim is burned when they die. It could have an anti-synergy with my... a grenade. But that sounds fun. I'm still in awe that they added that as a feature. Oh my god. So sick. Holy damage. And this weapon is really quick. I can unlock this, which I'm about to do. Look at the oh, elite. I think. With full force. Let's go. I don't know what dealt damage to me, but +1 brutality? 2 extra jumps in midair, oh my god. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. Oh, wow. That is ridiculous. Look at this jump. Look at this jump. 96 damage from parry. God damn! The damage is unreal. Let me look at the teleport again. So sick. Thought I'm gonna get hit there, but nope. Why am I keeping a combo still? Is it because of the like past trait I have? Mutation. The damage though. Not too many stat upgrades on this floor so far. I think only one. Not counting the... Everything must go. Everything must go. What do you need? Are you gonna buy something or what? You know, it's starting to get on my nerves. I thought it's gonna have some unique dialogue. And I don't really need any of this because I can just heal. And that healed way more than 50%. I was incorrect. I want some stat upgrades. And there is one there. You can see on the map there is a scroll of power. How did I miss this? Oh, because I wasn't here before. That explains it. I need to look at the total damage bonus already. Because it seems ridiculous. Let me see if there's some here. I just parried that. Oh, I have 2 double jumps, let's go! Or 2 additional ones. What a insane, like, talisman to get so early. 2 stat upgrades where one is really useful for me, and the second one is like, fine. I can unlock this or go through that, like, place there. I guess we can try to go through the other place. We have a teleport here, so... Let's not talk about the bumper situation right now. Oh god. I was supposed to go through here. Why are there so many of you? My turret just fought with that enemy for half an hour and... Never mind. For half an hour and he just spawned so many of these little guys. Let's see what's here. You cannot fool me! Never mind, you can fool me. You cannot fool me! Twice! Nope, there's nothing here either. My bad. Gotta look for secrets everywhere. Could the Malays have spared this part of the island? What's Malays? Heart of Ice. Mutation Survival. Attacking a slowed, stunned, frozen or rooted enemy at close range reduces skill cooldowns by 0.78 seconds. Works with both melee and range weapons. Does it have some kind of cooldown so you cannot use a weapon that can hit multiple times to get this effect many times? Whatever. I think I'll try to buy something cheap. But like, I kind of don't want to buy these items. Or at least Blood Sword is gonna... That one is getting kept. That one is gonna be strong. What is this? 4200 DPS! Colorless, the highest level stat applies. 1% of HP recovered per attack, close combat. Plus 100% damage taken. Yeah, no? I don't think I want that. Thank you for... Ooh, 5447 damage. Critical hits plus 30% damage. Victims slow down all nearby enemies when they die. Cannot be interrupted. This seems like a really bad weapon for me to have. Ooh, you can see the like heart icon, so don't take it by accident. Sure, let's go with a survival weapon. Hey, you there. I work for the blacksmith. I can patch up your gear for cheap. I'm not really supposed to be here. Let's just keep that between us, okay? Sure. Right, come on then. How much have you got on you? I don't know why that was so difficult for me to read. We could upgrade something, or reroll some of these stats, but rerolling this item seems like a really bad idea because the critical hit plus 30% damage is insane. This could get rerolled because it kind of doesn't do anything. Let me upgrade it. Trail of Fire, that is good. I think I want to replace the Ice Grenade. At this point it's not really that useful. And let's upgrade the Flint. I don't want to keep the Flint. I'll be honest. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna be playing with this. Bits and pieces of weapons and armor. Hey, I recognize some of this. Like, if I played this game for a while, sure, I would be down to play with this. But I need to get, like, be mentally prepared to parry, dodge, and do that on enemies that I haven't fought in, like, years. It seems like a bit of a ask for me to do that. Hard to see how we could reforge a grenade or a bow with a tool like this. Very slipshod game design. Did he really carry all that on his back? Yo, wake up! I could go for the healing, but like, I don't think we need it. Right now. Maybe in the future. 23 minutes, but I've been recording for an hour. How is that possible? I hope the music is gonna be integrated with the ticking, because that could be really good. I wonder if the ticking is gonna be louder over time. You see what I meant? But like when you hit though, that is a lot of damage. I don't know, what does that icon mean on the enemies? They're just taking their time, I guess. Did I unlock that waypoint on the right? I don't know. What did you just do, man? Yep, I did. I guess when it's unlocked on the map, you can use them. That was close. Right, yeah, this weapon is gonna get me killed. Can we go back to brutality? I mean, this is brutality technically, but not the type I like. Nope, I don't want this. Poison has no effect on you. Downward smash attacks cover the ground with inflammable oil. Wait, what? Inflammable oil? No way I read that correctly. Inflammable oil. Yeah, inflammable oil. Oh, wait, no. What was that? Can you do that again? I mean, when I deal damage, I deal damage. This guy is hiding somewhere. No! Holy moly, man! This place is gonna get me killed. Nope. Powerful grenade. I don't see any of the invisible enemies here. Which is a very common thing to say with invisible enemies. I need to get used to this weapon, man. But it's kind of difficult not to panic randomly. Right. Can you give me some weapon? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, this This is such a melee weapon with brutality. I love it. How is that a survival weapon? I guess CC makes sense. Why? How did I not take damage there? I thought this is gonna be way more relaxing, not gonna lie. But then one guy hit me for half my HP and I'm less relaxed than I expected to be after that. Nope, I'm not going there. Maybe I shouldn't have wasted that key. What is here? Requires bell tower key. We didn't have that. Why did you take so long? Jesus, I'm gonna parry that guy someday. I need to get used to the sound effect. Unless it's gonna be just slow down. Yeah, like that. Unless it's gonna be slowed down by me just teleporting. Like the first guy who took like 20 business days to just start moving. I don't like when the enemy just has a sound effect that is very specific and then just doesn't play towards it. Because the game just slows down for some random reason. That's a long hand, man. Can I please get some different weapon? 21 cells, never mind, this is even better. Stop doing that! I have an idea. Let's go, it worked! This weapon allows you to just fall on the enemy, so it's kind of useful in that way. Wait, I could have scratched the wall? Everything must go. It's half the damage though. No, I want to get rid of this weapon, but why does it deal so much damage? Like when it deals damage, it just shreds. But the problem is that I'm gonna be the one taking more damage than the enemy. Nope. Not yet. Was there something else? Yeah, there was a way to go right. These enemies are unhittable with this weapon. They try to hide behind you and are really fast, when meanwhile this weapon is kind of delayed and slow. Sorry to be rude to this weapon, but like, still not the biggest fan. Why did you attack so fast? Suddenly. Let me drink something. Perfect movement. One ball. I don't have one of those. Ooh. 70 brute. Wasn't I meant to read one of those? I mentioned that around 5 minutes, 15 minutes ago maybe. $8,000 damage! Like when the enemy isn't running away from me, it's really powerful. But almost all the enemies are trying to run away from me. Nope. Wasn't there something here? Oh right, the invisible wall. Nope. Here. Nope. Where is this treasure? Drumstick. Oh, I should have gotten that before using the heal. 1800 damage from a grenade. And it deals more damage to burning enemies. God damn. Wait! Wolf trap. Hear me out on this one. It's all coming into plan. Just give me a second. It's all part of the plan. Slow as hell weapon. Bear trap. I couldn't have even done that even if I really tried. Powerful grenade. Grenade, brutality, survival. Causes a large explosion. What's the cheapest here so I can get another... No, I'm not buying that. Let's buy this. Because I want another health potion. Did I already buy the... No, wait, I need 3 more. Oh my god. There's no way I'm getting that this run. 3665 damage. Do I deal more damage with fire? Nope. Shoots a volley of arrows. More damage to stun enemies. I cannot stun enemies right now, but that's not a problem for me. 11,000 damage. Maybe let's upgrade this thing. Victim is burned when they die. Damage to a target covered by burning oil. I cannot do that. No. Wait, more damage to rooted enemies. Perfect. I can root my enemies with the bear trap, so that is just the perfect combo for me to have. In this room, that the time... Okay. No, it was the room that... I swear, could we just speed up the loading screen so I can read even faster there? Oh no. Hello there. The timekeeper. Nope. What is going on? Oh.
Let's finish this.
I almost did it, no hit, no way.
This won't end well.
How did I almost do that no hit? God damn, that was impressive. Let me grab all of that. Light speed. Spreads inflammable oil on the enemy. Wait. Deals more damage to burning oil. The victim's remains explode. Shoots an arrow upward. Maybe it's better than mine? Although I kind of like my weapon right now. Next level. Great name. What? Passage to the high... Almost read that. What are you hitting? Oh. You guys just chilling together? Sure. 15% for a weapon to be plus quality? Well, well, well. Light speed. Power. Brutality tactics. Dash forward and inflict 936 damage to the enemy on the way. Activate again to dash back. Look behind you! Well, hello, Mr. Prisoner, sir. Do I even... I mean, I can apply critical hits, but like... Do I care about that? But Killer Instinct is even worse. High Peak Castle. Wait, this isn't the next level I was promised. The island's high-ranking personalities came here to discuss. Ooh, a shop as the first thing to see. Kind of cool that you can pick up an item and be like, do I want to replace this? Nah. And not pay? I feel like in every other game, if you even thought about pressing the button to do this, you would just buy the item automatically and no refunds, by the way. Spreads inflammable oil. Burns when they die. Nah. What are these guys doing here? Nope. I remember being here. Who is that handsome fella? That is not me. Okay, I cannot go there. I remember being in this place for the first time. And this is just pure BS when it comes to our location. Compared to the difficulty to other places. Ooh. Kebab. Hell yeah. And the best thing about items like that is diet. We can just choose what do we want. Maybe we want to be a vegetarian. What is that then? A carrot! No, we're going back to carnivore. A kebab is way better. Wait, is that a Shovel Knight? This kind of looks like the yellow monster from Mega Man. The enemies can not notice you if you're behind them. Interesting. Did I just one-shot him? I guess because of the fire on the ground that I did. But still, that's pretty decent. With only level 4 survival, I should be doing basically no damage. I don't like how that enemy looks like. What? I think I understand why. More brutality? I mean, with how the boss fight went, I think brutality is the only way to go. Nope. $192 damage. Impossible to survive something like that. Bro. My goodness. Nope. Let's heal before I just kill myself here. Nope. God damn it. I should have just dashed behind him. Instead of doing this getting hit thing. Can I get a better shield? Not great. I didn't like that. I think I'm gonna die here. I think I'm gonna be staying alive here. Oh my god. I should have looked at how much damage am I getting right now. Hello there. Hello there as well. And hello there as well. Ooh. A new character. Goodbye. What? No. Oh my god, that was so close. I wonder if I can see the kebab on the map. They can see you through the wall though. So I guess these enemies are specifically like that. Because they have the attacks that go through walls. Stop doing that. The normal enemies wouldn't be able to see through walls. Nope. Did I just one-shot him? The power of survival weapons. They're really strong, but I always just die with them. As can be seen by example of how I'm playing right now. Does my weapon deal more damage? Nope. I thought it deals more damage to... Wait. Maybe if enemy has a wolf trap on them, they just take more damage by default? Because I swear I'm dealing more damage to enemies like that. I can see my kebab. I want my kebab. Oh, this could be bad. Never mind, we good. I want to destroy this, please. Maybe there's gonna be some healing there. I want to get the kebab right now. What was that? And a drumstick and a... What? Kebab and a drumstick in one place. This kingdom is rich. And here's a shop. Here's my dream of getting into a shop. Who is that? That one I actually don't recognize. Stop! Maybe if you hit unaware enemies, they take more damage? Did you just hit me before I hit you? Whoa, he dropped something. Money, I don't care about money. How did I get there? Wow. Wait, what are you doing here? He seems suspicious if he has pictures of himself in the castle. Although Shovel Knight is also here. What is his deal here? Kebab, let's go. Just had to learn how the spear guys work, and this place is suddenly way easier to deal with. Why did you just not react to me at all? Why did that parry take like 20 seconds to activate? I was already out of the animation and... Why are you guys working? Wait, hold up. The other guys didn't do anything until I dealt damage to them. Meanwhile, here the guy was like, I'ma hit you instantly. Applies 2 stacks of damage over time effects instead of 1. I mean, we could replace this weapon. Let's have some fun with a different weapon. Do I have a burning oil on anything? I don't. So that kind of sucks. And this enemy is in water, so he doesn't take fire. Wait, does this... Biters crawl from the dead? Oh, I guess those are called biters. Wait. No survivors. So I already was here before. Let's go here then. 2 keys. And a 3rd one. Ooh. Tonic. Grants you 50% of your missing health as bonus health. Reduces damage taken by 20%. I don't really need the bird trap anymore. Wolf trap. Was that 1000% damage? I cannot read that. Oh, what is here? I see. Did I miss something? Yeah, I did miss something. I thought I only missed something that required me to have runes, but that doesn't look like it requires any runes. How did I... Nothing useful. 13,000 damage. God damn, that is looking good. But my weapon is having plus 220% damage. So I'm assuming it's gonna be insane. Like, yeah, it's damage over time, but it applies 2 stacks of damage over time at once. Plus 200% damage. Plus, if the enemy will have inflammable oil, which is kind of rare for me to have, it's gonna take even more damage. I cannot buy anything useful. Blood-sword though, wait. We could play with blood-sword. 3,900 damage. No, it's too late. Maybe if I didn't find this weapon and I had flint still, I would replace that, but no. With this weapon, I don't really mind playing like this. Do we want to replace something? Critical hits, I don't apply those anytime. Let's go with this, and... Plus damage if I have a deployed skill. I don't have one of those. I guess successful parries restore my tonic. Wait, 9 seconds, what do you mean? Is that the cooldown? Because if tonic has cooldown of 9 seconds, that's gonna be insane. Throne room. One can admire the full splendor of the island from this vantage point. I was almost able to read that. The Hand of the King. Look at the amount of damage over time, holy! Yeah, this was a... These enemies are new. I wanted to parry that. The damage! This weapon is insane. And these enemies don't even react to me. That was easy. New item unlocked. Stem Cell 1. Modifies the difficulty level and unlocks new options. Looks like a ball. Telluric Shock. Inflicts critical hits for 6 seconds if you quickly kill 2 enemies with this weapon. Attacks with this weapon ignore force fields. Plus 300% damage inflicted to enemies. Cannot be sold. Plus 1 stat to everything. Wait, wasn't that the painting in the castle? How they make a painting of the king dying before the king died? Did they predict the future here? But yeah, I'm surprised. I was able to beat this game on the first attempt, and I don't remember this game being too difficult at some point, because when the first time I played this game, it was, I feel like, way more difficult. Back then, it was the time when they added Reforge and Evil Minion Head. New head unlocked. Who has the time to read this? Seriously? But I started playing this game when the Reforge feature was added, and back then the Reforge feature worked a bit differently because Curse of the Dead Gods, let's go! And back then the feature worked a bit differently because the Reforge, instead of just adding the plus quality to every item, you had to spend like 1,000 cells on each item separately, which was such a bad added feature on release, not gonna lie. But back then I think the game was way more difficult at the start, although maybe it's just the illusion of me being better at this game, because I did beat it on the highest difficulty. Yeah, just probably in the easiest meta of this game, not gonna lie. Back when the Tesla coil was absolutely broken, so it was kind of easy to beat the game on highest difficulty. But even then it took me like a week to do this. But yeah, I really like this game. Like, Dead Cells is such a good game, and I'm surprised that it's still getting updates. Like, I haven't played this game, I don't know, maybe 3 years. I can even check. Achievements. What is my newest one? I cannot see the newest one. Great. I see an achievement from 2020, 2017. Okay, I'm guessing that 2020 is the newest one. And in the past 5 years, this game has gotten Castlevania DLC, and I'm assuming something else. I do remember there being like a new final boss added as a thing, which is insane. How is this game like 10 years old at this point? When did I start playing this game? I think 2017 maybe? Yeah, 2017. Damn, I was 16 years old back then. And this game has gotten so many updates since then. It's so insane. The fact that I didn't recognize the pathway up, it's so cool. Like, I feel like every game that derived from Dead Cells should be inspired more by Dead Cells, because there are games like West of Dead, which are great, but they get like one DLC and disappear forever. Meanwhile, you could just continue working on a game for many years and still find something new to do, because every boss in this game is unique. We only saw 3 ones, I think. Concierge, the Time Traveler, or I don't know, Time Manager, I guess, and the Hand of the King. But there are more. It's kind of similar to The Binding of Isaac, I guess, where the game, despite being so old, is like, how is this game still feeling so fresh? How are there so many new content still? Where you go back after a couple of years and be like, what? How many achievements do I not have still? 50 achievements? How? Back in the day I only missed like 6, because some of them are like, kill a boss without taking damage. And I always quit the game when I was trying to do one boss like that. But how did I almost did no hit on 2 bosses today? And almost and no hit is the big difference, but like, whatever. This music though. Someone worked really hard on this music despite it being so, like, random. So I'm missing 1 DLC, 2 DLCs? It appears like 2 only. This game released in 2008, yeah. 2018, I'm sure of that. Sure. I guess I played in the, like, the beta still. Right, because the full release was with the Hand of the King and the end of the game, and I think like 5 boss cells was added then, or only 4. But that was the actual release of the game. You know, for me, the end of the game is still kind of seen as when you get to the assassin or time traveler. I don't remember her name. I can only call her by the name Assassin because that's what her name was. I wonder if the just credits are repeating and I didn't realize that because I wasn't paying attention at all. Could be. I'm kind of wondering how the enemy models were created in this game, because usually in a game like this you would have the 2D models of enemies. Meanwhile, in this game it's like a very strange 3D, where it seems like it's really low polygon. And I think it took me years to realize that it's not actually 2D, and it is 3D in some way. And I think the weapons are 2D though. Or at least some effects of the weapons are. I guess not every weapon is 2D, because the weapon of the Hand of the King was 3D, which could have been seen by the fact that we were swinging it in like a strange motion. Unit manager, no way. I'm not quite sure if this is repeating, but maybe it is. Ooh. Oh my god, I'm ahead! What were our stats during this run? 21 brutal... Assist mode! What is assist mode? Assist mode lets you customize certain game settings to make it more accessible. That says it's a difficult and demanding but easy to play game. We therefore recommend using these options to fit the difficulty to your needs, while keeping the game challenging for you. However, our goal with this mode is to make the game accessible to the broadest audience possible, without forcing you to play with arbitrary difficulty settings. Feel free to use whatever options you want. What really matters is that you have fun playing Dead Cells. What is assist mode though? Reveal the map. Auto hit. You automatically attack nearby enemies with your primary melee weapon. I guess it is useful if you have some issues with hands. Destroy doors. Nearby doors are automatically destroyed. Easier parry. You have more time to trigger parry. Slower traps. Slower enemies. No vendor mimic. Prevents the vendor mimic from spawning. What is a vendor mimic? Multiple deaths. Each time you die, you resurrect at the last checkpoint. That is so cool! How do I turn it off? Oopsies. What is here? Oh. It requires 5 bowls. I can cling onto walls. And not much else. Oh, it's the flowers that I could have picked up if I had the gardener key. Run duration 40 minutes. How? How am I recording for 1.5 hours? I've never played this game for so long. The bank. You're gonna need a bigger wallet. You hear a loud noise, like gold coins cascading continuously. It wouldn't hurt to investigate this phenomenon. Boss rush. You hear the clamor of combat and the call to glory. You should go look behind the underground door, not too far ahead. Congratulations, you can now try a new difficulty level by interacting with the tube at the start of the game. Where the hell are the old bones gone? How do we turn this off though? Disable assist mode, thank you.
Broken.